For many years, scripture chasing and finding scriptures and knowing where they are have been a part of seminary. And although we have expanded the outcomes of doctrinal mastery from scripture mastery to include acquiring spiritual knowledge, we still have a place in doctrinal mastery for scripture chase. Did you notice in one of the most recent doctrinal mastery lessons, there was a scripture chase activity? It's just an indication to you that you can use scripture chase activities. Let me give you one example of one that was easy for you to do and super fun for your students. Give each of your students 5 3x5 cards and invite each of them to write the 5 references that you're focusing on. In this case, the first 5 doctrinal mastery verses. And then flip the 3x5 cards over and as a class decide what your phrases will be that match with each doctrinal mastery verse. These all need to be the same in order for this activity to work well. So help the class to decide on a phrase that everybody agrees on. Each student will have their own set, but for this activity, a pair, 2 people, only need 1 set. So have one student set their card aside and get your students to spread the 5 out in between each other, standing next to a table. This game is called Top Dog. And the idea is that you are trying to get to the very top of the table and spend as much time there as possible. If you slap down and just slap down on one just to get your first hand down, then the other person in a relaxed and happy mode gets to choose which one they think it is. So don't just be throwing your hand out and be like, who's this one? Now, this is really important because at the top of this table, you have Avery and Megan, who are your queens. Okay?
Well, king, actually, but...
Yes, king and queen. And you are trying to get to where Megan is. Right, Megan is the top dog. And I'm sorry to announce this, but you are the bottom of the bottom. Okay? Okay, so you ready to do this? So the teacher will call out a phrase, work and glory. Now the students' hands are up in the air, and the first student to slap down on top of the card that says Moses 139 is the student that wins that competition. Work and glory. The losers always stay unless they're at the top of the table facing the top dog, and the winners always move up. The winner's gonna move up, and the loser is gonna stay. Okay? Hands up.
So I can tell you
You were a part of, along with other really important scriptural people, I would know, of the prayer flag.
Wait.
Of one heart, one mind. Please make sure that you have periodic reviews and that you flip it on each side, making sure that you're studying the references and the phrases throughout the activity. One quick caution. Please don't just do scripture chasing. Doctrinal mastery is far more than just finding scriptures and knowing where they are. Make sure that you are emphasizing acquiring spiritual knowledge and the skills that come from there. But the doctrinal mastery verses are equally important. I hope this little activity helps and provides you with a little bit of variety in your classrooms. Please don't neglect scripture chasing. It's been a part of seminary for a long time and is a meaningful activity. Thanks, brothers and sisters. We'll see you next time.